Alright guys, tonight's video is going to be a little bit different than normal. We found some old home videos. I've kind of put them together, and then me and Dad are going to watch them, and we're going to voice over the footage and kind of explain what's going on in the videos. Alright, the way we're going to do this is Dad and I are going to sit here and we're going to watch this on our TV up there, and that's how we'll talk over it.
Green is working. Yeah. Hit the button again. Yeah, zoom in now.
Looks like right here you're getting ready to plant corn. This is in the bottom at our, right below our office here actually. One thing that's different is you're using starter fertilizer. We don't use starter fertilizer now. You said you made the auger that is augering across, didn't you?
Well, we used to have a 6-row was the first maxi merchant plant we had. Then we went to 12-row, but the 6-row had a fertilizer on it. We put an auger crossover on it, so you could fill it from one side. So then we bought the 12-row, so we wanted the crossover. They didn't make anything, so we took 2 6-rows and put them together, one on each side.
So that's the crossover is what you made then?
Yes, the crossover. And they hook together. When it folds around, they would come together.
Like 2 dog ears would
yeah. And then I slid a piece of dryer felt more or less over the middle of it to keep keep it from leaking. And it would just fill up there. Then it would go to each box. One box full and keep moving.
Okay. This you're planting with your 4430 here.
That's 4430. I bought new in '76, I believe, or '77.
Okay. Was this the last year you planted with it? You said.
I think it was. I think we went to the Bolton Magnum, 7110 or 2010 maybe it was the first one, and started planting with it.
What kind of ground speed would you be planting with right
Same as we do now, 5 mile an hour, 5.5.
Okay, but this was a finger pickup, wasn't it?
That was a finger pickup.
How many? You remember how many acres you could plant on a fill-up with that?
With a fill-up, oh boy, I don't know. I want to say maybe 15 to 20.
A lot of fill-ups.
Yeah.
That's filling up a lot.
Yeah.
What about fertilizer? How long would it run?
You mean how much seed corn?
Yeah.
Well, seed corn we plant, I don't know what you plant more than that. Fertilizer is what I'm talking about. That's what seed you would plant, it would hold probably 12 boxes, probably a bag and a half.
There you must have left your auger out, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that was a gravity wagon, and we put the auger on, and we made a power unit. The power unit was made out of an old Case garden tractor that was wrecked.
Look at the sideburns on there, people.
My brother bought, and we put that on there, and that drove the hydraulic pump on its electric start.
My mom is filming this for it.
Yeah, she's riding with me.
I don't know how you guys were riding with that gigantic video camera in the Cadillac.
Well, back then, that's all you had.
What kind of monitor was you using? Did you have
It had a John Deere monitor in it. Yeah, it had a monitor.
So would it just tell you when you were out of seed?
Just tell you when you're out of seed, if it was planting, and what, yeah. And I think it told you the acres too.
Okay. So the monitor, all it would do is just tell you when you were out of seed then?
Yeah, and then the newer one, that might have given me a population. I think it did give a population.
What kind of population were you planting at then?
Well, we were planting about 26,000, 27,000 back then.
That's it?
Yeah. I was thick back then. You know, we used it back then. We used probably, well, it was DeKalb seed. That's what I've always used.
So this was non-GMO seed. This
oh yeah, well that's for Roundup, way before Roundup.
Okay. I hit the dog there.
Yeah, I think that was Duke.
Another dog over there.
Yeah, Bud probably. Now there's my brother, and there's John. He runs it. That's an 8430.
That looks like the home car, right?
That's the home place right down over the hill.
Okay.
Below your house.
Yeah.
This is we had it was like a 28-foot disc.
I was saying that's a big disc.
Yeah, it's 28 foot. I believe it's a Dunham Lear. It was kind of like an international disc. It was a good disc.
So I don't remember that one. Yeah, I didn't recognize the color on it.
Yeah, it's white. And it had, you see, the front had Trefland yellow. It was Trefland. We incorporated that on the beam grade.
Why would he be disking this late? I guess it's 5/9/87.
We were still planting. He was right ahead of the planter.
Oh, okay, so this is corn ground. He's
Yeah.
disking it actually.
Well, that was probably soybean. Well, no, that'd been corn because it was plowed ground, or you know.
So this was chisel plowed and then disked.
Yes, probably. Well, if that was sawed, it was probably mobile plowed.
So that tank on it, what did you say he's incorporating in? A herbicide?
Treflan for beans and pseudoxine for corn.
Okay, so I've never seen that.
The 400-gallon tank had a ground drive John Blue pump on it, one of this.
How many acres could he go on that?
Put on about 10 gallon, so you 40 acres.
Okay.
Yeah. Now he'd get ready for it. Had a Kiwani hair on the back, I believe it was.
How many horsepower
That tractor's only 225 horse.
That's probably a heck of a load for it, though.
Well, it was bumped up. We turned it up some. I don't know, probably 250 or 270. It was a good old tractor. We run it for, well, till we got the Challenger. So that was about the last year we run it, probably right there.
Yeah. Big tires one.
No, they's 20.8s, what they were, 34.
Fab.
Yeah, they looked at it, but that's what they were, 20.8, 38s, or 34, probably.
I see. I've heard about this tractor, but I never imagined it with a tank on the front.
Yeah, that tank was on the front.
I don't know where he's at.
There's cattle. Well, that's down over the hill, pasture where we used planting there.
Oh, okay. Now this, I'm guessing this, I got put in a video, flooded ground. Is that what this was?
This is the first year of a farm we rented in the river bottom. First river bottom farm we'd ever rented. And the fellow before us let us go in. Back then, the summer fouled for Johnson grass. After wheat was taken off, you were doing disking.
Oh, this was wheat ground though.
So that, well, it was yes, wheat ground, late disking. Well, it was 8.3, so the wheat was off a month.
Look how tall that. What is that?
That's Johnson grass and horse wheats.
Yeah.
That's a Ford 9700 my brother bought.
And it's taller than the cab.
Yes, and that's a 20-foot John Deere disc.
Man. And that's why Roundup was such a big hit when it came out.
Yeah.
But did you say that's what all the river bottoms would look like back
then?
then?
Yeah. That's why they summer foul.
Look how tall that is right there. Those are horse weeds there, ain't it?
Yeah, horse weeds.
I mean, they are taller than the cab of that tractor.
Yeah. Well, that's a mess. And back in, you used, Bass Grand Blazer.
Running on ground you've never been on, man. All right, now we're back to harvesting.
This was harvesting. This was the old N5 we had.
Beloved N5.
It was 1980 model, so it was 7 years old.
Once again, Mom's running the camera here.
Yep, your mom's running the camera. This is down below your house there in that big field. There's a railroad. The railroad was still there. Had a 20-foot head on it. There's one of the dogs, Boomer, didn't like riding.
Yeah, you say that about it, so
Boomer doesn't like it. Get out.
Somebody was riding with John, I think. Or I don't know.
They smoke like a freight train.
That old gleaners, huh? The combine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where they all were back in. You could, someplace in here, you can just see the dust, and up above it, you can see the plume of smoke. Well, you can just see it hanging over. But that old combine was a good old machine.
What size head was that thing?
That was a 20-foot with a hard cutter bar. That was an aftermarket cutter bar they put on used.
Do you remember what year you bought that combine?
1980.
So it's 7 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, we run it, and there's your mom following me in a truck. And there's your brother BJ.
Now, you tell him, is he spot spraying right here?
He was spot spraying, that's what that little sprayer was. And he would, if I find some Johnson grass in the field, I'd go around and he would spot spray it. It was early enough to spot spray it.
So that's
he would spot spray it with what we used back in. We used sodium chlorate, but that was like a salt.
Bob, I think I kind of got the hang of this. You want to narrate while I film?
That's okay. I think that's
So that's how big Johnson grass was pre-Roundup. So.
Oh yeah. We never had it on this farm, but when we started farming the river bottoms, and you had to watch it carry it where we had to clean the equipment off.
Something I've never had to worry about.
See the reel, you got the silver spots on the reel. That's duct tape. Is that what that is? The reel.
If you make any sudden stops, let me know, because I can't see you.
What the hell are you doing in that dust?
Filming you.
Hell, get the truck all dirty.
Split it in half, put that over the slat. duct tape it, then it wouldn't
It's a
wrap.
little late to worry about it.
How come you're only taking half a swath?
I don't know. I'm probably trying to straighten it up or something.
Oh, I mean your auto steer kicked out?
Auto steer didn't work back there. Wasn't worth the crap. And no such thing. Didn't even think about anything like that back then.
Yeah, you could have run the
Never
camera.
believed anything like that would happen.
You could have been running the camera though.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that thing smoking over the hill. If you was a mile away, you could see it for later combine right
Look
over
how
the hill.
look, the dust right in the, what much dust control in the cab for the cab was it?
No, there was no fans
pushing
or
it.
sucker on it like nowadays.
Yeah.
No. But we had radios back in, FM radio, business
Well,
radios. You could hear your mom talking.
We've got the volume turned down, so we're probably talking.
Would you care to make a few comments what you were backing up for?
Yeah, you come through pretty clear. Coming to dump.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people are going to wonder how come you didn't use a grain cart back then.
We didn't have a green cart back
I
in.
mean, that wasn't really a big thing around
No.
here, was it?
We didn't have. There's people were some. I don't think we had one yet.
Here's my brother.
Little brother,
My big brother.
big brother, your big brother.
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't born till about here.
That was a Ford Louisville, 77. It was a tractor, and we lengthened it, took it from us, and they lengthened it and put a 22-foot grain bed on it. And when they lengthened it, they got way too long, and it's so much weight on one sheeter axle.
Man, Mom was quite the video.
Yeah, she did a good job video back then.
Video stabilization wasn't as good.
No, it was not cameras, bro. You try to hold that thing with 15, 20-pound camera.
The camera you see me talking, or the camera you seen earlier in the video wasn't it. Here's the, this was the first tractor in the state or second one?
Second one in the state of Ohio, really. My brother-in-law sold for the dealership Hoker Fakis then, and we bought through him.
This is right after you guys got it, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This is a year later than the other video. This was
Yeah.
on the tail end of this video, so I just put it in here. Didn't really know where to put it. I don't think we have any 88 footage other than this. But apparently getting the new tractor was a pretty big enough deal to get the...
Especially that tractor.
It looks different. I mean, it doesn't look
Oh, it was a nice tractor. It was compact. The cab was nice.
like... You remember what the horsepower was on that?
275 horse. It wasn't big enough. That was it.
Chip, if you're watching, your dad is probably getting ready. He's talking in the background, I think.
Yeah, someplace, yeah.
I'm guessing he's down here explaining how to run it. This must have been the first trip
I
out.
think so. He was, wanted to see it run.
So this is fall chisel plowing. Were you putting any chemical on or anything?
No, not yet. This was, we always chisel plowed. We put anhydrous ammonia on with the chisel plow in the fall.
Is that why there's hosing in it?
That's why the hose is under. You see the heat exchanger on the chisel plow.
Okay. Is that an air tank on there?
In front?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Would have air tank with it.
No, I don't think I had air on. But there's, you can see the heat exchanger. That's where the school is today. It's a high school in that field.
Oh, it's different now, that's for sure. This is right across the road from where our grain bins are now, or close to right across the road from it. So how deep are you chiseling there?
Oh,
That's probably what, a 15 foot?
8, 10, that's 14 feet, I think it is, 15. We still got it. Still use it, have
Pulls
used
it,
it.
pulls it pretty good, looks like.
Yeah, it pulled good.
Was that, did you say it was 225?
I think that's what it was, 275, I think. The newer, the bigger one, the 75 was 350.
Okay.
But it was different, getting used to it.
How come you didn't show any inside if you just couldn't get that camera in there wide enough to see?
I don't know. Oh, those things on the front are the
It
cylinders.
looks like just a tire.
They're the cylinders.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, the cylinders that keep the track tight. But the front, yeah, was a tire. 2 tires that are big old heavy truck tires.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Point, and then they got it safe. Yeah. But they must have missed the extra point on the last time.
The dealership, well, they were broke down really where we couldn't run, but that tractor, it was new, and they rebuilt the engine twice, drank oil, Built the rear ends was an update.
That thing got voice on it too.
Yeah.
You shit.
Well, he shouldn't.
What about the 4-letter word?
He's got it all.
But it was a nice tractor to run.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. But yeah, that's the end of the video. So I don't know let us know what you guys think of this kind of format. I guess I think that's how we're going to do the rest of them. When Dad made these home videos, he really wasn't planning on them being on YouTube. I don't think so.
There was no such thing as YouTube.
There's not a lot of narrating, so this is the best way I think to kind of explain what's happening in the videos. So let us know what you think, and thanks for watching. And follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Brian's Farm Videos and Facebook at Brown Farms. And we'll see you in the next video.